The woods can be dense for our acts. The sea can be deep for our diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, hi everybody. Good afternoon. Okay. Yeah, you better run. What do you think you're doing, kitten? Yeah. Trying to crawl up my stuff. It's because the window's open. I need it open because it's warm in here. So hot. So hot in here. I think I'm going to go get a fan. Can I go get a fan? You guys are too kind. Let me check something. All right, I'm going to go get a fan. There better be people here when I get back. Or else I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. That was for a threat. Get done. All right, I'm back. You're like, where's Dion? No. Dion disappeared. Where did he go? All right. Man, if I just put on the right shirt. All right. Guess I'll let people know I'm live, but I will get started at the 3-minute mark. I don't have anything to read on this. It's a, we need to talk about this stuff. Just stop it, Sebastian. You don't even want to go outside. You're scared of outside. The hell, man? I think my brain's moving faster than my everything. And this shirt's just way too hot. Way too hot. So, I'm going to go ahead and play Mr. Rogers. Move, dog. All right. Most of the time I'd spend off camera, so. All right, we got some people. That was not an easy one to set up. I'm already 4 minutes in. Hi, Ingrid. Cute Cherokee. Whew. Man. What is it, fucking Louisiana? I live in Colorado because I can't handle humidity. I can't handle it. Whew. Hey, Emma. Good to see you. All right. Let's go ahead and do introductions. Welcome, Daily Trudge. Thank you for letting me, get my shit together. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Looks like we got one from Raw Recovery. We got one from YouTube. Another one, I have a feeling another person could be joining us. Another person that reached out during the meeting and I'm like, hey, come join us. What I've been doing, and please feel free to. If you have kids or people out there that are, some of these younger people that are needing help, send them our way, man. Send them our way. We seem to be doing very well with young people right now, and I'd like to keep that going. I really would. Um, the cool thing about Trudging Together, number one, is it's free. I don't charge. I'm not going to charge for podcasts. I'm not going to charge. And this does go with it's okay to be just you. Because, see, I'm just being me. I'm just doing what it is that I want to do. I am. I do not act any different here than anywhere else. I don't. My eyes might be a little puffy because I was crying for like the last 20 minutes. Man, the meeting I just went to it moved me. Wow. And when Kel sang the third step prayer, I bawled like a baby. It was awesome. It was great. I feel relieved. Yeah. So she's going to record it. And she said that it's okay. Hi, Ingrid. Patricia, I didn't see you. Leisure, good to see you. So Kel's going to record it for me. And she's going to let me use it as one of the intros. So now we'll have 2 intro songs. We'll have 2 intro songs. I just sat there and listened. It was just fucking amazing, man. I don't know how to describe it. It was one of those things you had to be there. Because it came from such a deep place of humility, and I could feel it. It wasn't just the words, it was the cadence. It was so godly. It was perfect. It was perfect because it wasn't perfect. She's an amazing person. I very much tout, and it's an online meeting, but I send everybody to the 3 p.m. because it's a beginner's meeting. Yesterday we had 7 newcomers, and that's not unusual for us. We have a lot of newcomers, man, and we help them get sober. We help them get sponsors. If you're looking for sponsorship, and it's connected with York Street, so it works real well because we're also supporting York Street. And now their 3 p.m. meeting is coming back. See, we're making a comeback, folks. We're doing it. When I hear things like that, what does that mean? That means we've gotten back out into the detoxes. We've gotten back out into the hospitals and the places that we need to be. Our groups are starting to fill back up because now we're back to, I don't want to say we're doing it wrong, but we could be doing it more right. Does that make sense? So I was talking to my sponsee earlier, and I was saying how a lot of times at the end of meetings, we're not doing the Lord's Prayer anymore, especially online, because people feel like it gets all mixed up. But it's kind of an unsaid rule that we do the Lord's Prayer at the end. But then somebody comes along and does that, and I got to change my mind. I have to change my mind. Because if I want to stick in the fact, only the Lord's Prayer, then I would never be able to get to enjoy what happened. I don't want to do that to myself. Why would I cut myself off from a beautiful experience? I've done it before. I was scared. It was fear. There was fear because I didn't understand courage. Did you know that you're a very courageous person? Do you know how much courage it takes to say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing? Nobody wants to admit that. Nobody wants to say that. That makes you like the lowest of the low. It sucks. But it doesn't make you the lowest of the low. Because nobody's the lowest of the low. Everybody's got something. I have my talents, and I exploit them for good. Yes, I exploited them for good. And I always will. I got to do the right thing. It isn't necessarily that I got to do the right thing. I don't have to. But I want to. Because I get so much out of it. You know, I saw a post that said, you know, when your blessings are coming, your faith will be tested first. I do not agree with that. You are not required to go through something hard to have blessings. It's comments like that that make me think you're doing that to yourself. Did you know that? Oh, if God lives in here, who else does? We don't like to talk about him. Let's just call it evil for now so that people don't run. We'll just put a D in front of that. That'll be what we're talking about. Evil, devil, hello. Okay. A lot of you are going, oh shit, evil's in devil. Yeah, I figured it out at like 30 something. You know, and I'm sure that a lot of you can agree with this. All my life, I've been told who I should be. You know, people have always told me what I should be, who I should be, how I should act. And they were all wrong. Every single one of them were wrong. They had no right to tell me how to act. They had no right to do that. And nobody has a right to call me an alcoholic. Only I get to do that. Otherwise, you're calling me a name, and that ain't going to fly. I don't do name calling. Once name calling comes around, it's over with. If you're in an argument and somebody name calls, just turn around and walk away because the conversation's over. Conversation's already over. Name calling is the worst. What you're saying is, I'm incapable of handling my own emotions, and so I'm going to take it out on you. See you next time. Go chair that meeting. Go for it. Go do it. Go help some people. I love you. Thank you for being here. Me? Yeah, if you need to go chair a meeting. You know, yesterday, I was supposed to meet with my sponsee, and today I missed it. And it was because there was a 12-step call, and that was a priority, and he understood that, you know, and that, you know, sometimes AA is going to disrupt your life. It will. It did it to us yesterday, didn't it, Amber? It's like, I'm just trying to put away groceries. I can't do a 12-step call. It turned out we didn't need to do it. But we were available and we were prepared. It's all that matters. That's all that matters. Right? So, yeah, I want to get back to the part where people have been telling us what we need to be. Right? And it's hard for me to follow someone at this point in my life. It's hard for me to follow someone. I will listen. I will always listen. But that doesn't mean I'm going to follow what you do. Because I'm going to need some trust in there. I'm going to need some action. If you come along and tell me what I need to be, you best be that. I'll give you a good example. Okay? A lot of you know I was in and out for 2 years, 22 times. I went to detox, blah, blah. And it wasn't until Paul came up to me, okay, at Bill's Brown Baggers and said, Dion, we love you. We love you. We really do. But you got to find God now. Enough's enough. That was it. It's what I needed. I needed to hear that. Okay? He came from a totally different place than somebody else telling me what I need to be. At that point, I got to choose. We can't make it any easier for us alcoholics. You even get to choose your own higher power. We actually let you have a lot more control over what you're doing than you think. Because all your actions are really determined by you and what your attitude is and what you're going to be doing. Okay? And what happens, I'm going to tell you what happens when you start becoming your true self. You're going to start, what will happen is you will start to interrupt other people's spirituality. That's what will happen. They won't know what it is. They just know they're uncomfortable around you. I'll tell you why. I remember when I was drinking, I hated being around my stepdad. Hated it. Because he could see right through me. He knew the absolute 100% truth about me. So I avoided talking to him. Okay? And even to this day, it's hard for me to take any advice from him. Okay? That's not on him. I have daddy issues. 2 people already wanted, said, oh, I'll be your father, and then disappeared. So no thanks. I don't want that. I honestly don't want that relationship. But what I do love doing with him is just hanging out. And now that's what it's come to. That's what we do. He doesn't need to tell me what to do anymore because I'm doing it. Now that frees up time so we can just hang out. And we don't do anything like go to the train place, or it's actually whatever he wants to do because he doesn't. He's not going to go with any of my interests. And he's older. I'm going to give him what he wants. Right. Yeah. Not only that, but he's treated my mom fantastically. He's very protective of her, and I appreciate that because then I don't have to do it. You know? But there's going to be people that are going to tell you, you need to stop that. You need to stop that. You can't be going around telling people you're an alcoholic. What about your anonymity? Fuck you. Fuck my anonymity. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Because remember, all those people already called me all those names. I'm past that. And once you're past it, they stop throwing stones. You become an enigma. You do. And that's the point that I'm kind of at in my sobriety. I talk a lot here. Okay? I mean, a lot. But I don't see anybody, Dion, you're full of shit. Okay? Why? Because I'm not full of shit anymore. Because I'm telling the absolute truth. And when it isn't truth, I tell you, it's my opinion. That way we know, right? Because sometimes I switch. I'll switch. So I gotta, we have to verify what we're talking about. I had one person, and this is the one person who talked the most, and it's just another example. It's the person that talked the most smack about me. Okay? But what they said was, Dion, other people can do podcasting better than you. So maybe you should just work for us. I told him, I appreciate you letting me know that we finished our conversation. I'm not going to talk to that person anymore. Because what they did is they gaslit me, cut me down, so that they get what it is that they wanted, and that's not recovery. That was for a recovery coach position. They didn't want me to podcast because then I might go out there and tell the truth, and they don't want that. If I start going out and telling people the truth, he's going to make less money. He doesn't want that. Okay? The other reason that I get to be who I am is because I don't charge anything. I don't ask for anything. All right? But what we're really getting to here is don't let other people determine who you are. Fuck them. Okay? In the literal sense, get rid of them. They are no good for you. They are keeping you down. If you come to me with your passion, I'm going to help you get to it. Better be legitimate. But I will let you know now, you're going to come to me with your passion. You're going to tell me it. I'm going to go, that's not really your passion. Let's really find it. Now, passion, when you have to reach deep down in there, and then you're like, yeah. And then you start preaching. Kitten, I swear to God, I'm going to beat you on camera. Oh. He's just trying to get to that window when all he has to do is ask. See? Don't let the naysayers come along and divert you from your primary purpose. I'm gonna go. Oh, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. It was good to see you, Ingrid. I love you, honey. Thank you. God, it's so hard to do this because I'm easily distracted today. And I apologize for that. I'm so easily distracted. Oh. It's because I'm having one of those days where it's like I have a bunch of little things I know I can get done. I kind of want to go get them done. So, anyway, we can't let other people decide who we're going to be. I'm going to give you a good example of like going to work somewhere. Yeah. There were some places that I worked at where they knew they could abuse me because I had to have that job. If I didn't have that job, I was going to jail. Sometimes I was at a job, I was in jail. So they knew I had to follow certain things. And they abused the fuck out of me. It's part of where my trauma going to work for other people comes from. That one ended up in court over $7 million. $7 million. I don't think they paid it to this day. Right? But those people also told me what I needed to be. And I ended up getting fired from that job because I was talking to a leasing company and I said, I know what you're doing. You're gouging customers and I'm not taking your leases anymore until you stop doing it. I got fired because that's what they wanted. They wanted them to gouge the customer. This time I didn't need their job, so I left. And that's why I find it hard to work for other people. These demands that they want to put on me. Nope. I will not do it. I won't do it. I won't. And if I see you abusing other people in there, I'm going to say something. I am a horrible, horrible employee. Unless you're doing it right, then I will tout you all day. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because, even with the group, if somebody puts a recovery center in there, I remove it. If they have not contacted me and said, hey, we would like to post what we do over here on your page. Oh, why? Oh, because it's free? So you think it's okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you'll always get fired for standing up for that. Kitten, I don't think anybody wants to see you beaten. I don't. Just, and he knows that, right? So, if you're really trying to help somebody, oh, good for you, man. There you go. That's much better. That's much better. See, the recovery coaching wasn't, see? That's why it didn't work. Good for you, Gary. Way to not stop trying. That was the key there. He didn't stop trying. And now God helped him find his spot. And that'll be a good spot for you, I bet. I bet God worked that out exactly the way it needs to. Yeah. But Mandy, yeah, I get you. I get you. You know, if you're going to be running like Hazelbrook, they tried to come into the group and I sent them a message and I said, hey, I am not going to allow you to participate until we talk. Our relationship has been rocky at best. They didn't answer me. So I sent them another message that said, I'm kicking you out of the group. Our intentions do not align. Best of luck. Is that what I really wanted to say? No. That's how I handled it because the group doesn't need to be fucked with. You can fuck with me all day, but the group it'll just bounce off. Because there's this little button called remove post, ban author, and I will. Okay? Because why should I let somebody into the group that really isn't participating? They're just using the group to expand. And that's not what Trudging Together does. No. No. Trudging Together is not here for you to expand your recovery coaching, anything like that. It is to help others. It is about 12th step. It is all about service. That's what it does. It provides service work. It creates service work so that we can all stay sober on this crazy online thing that we have going on. Those are my thoughts. My thoughts go along, hey, we're online, we're doing this, we're good at it. How are we better? Well, what we need is more people. We need more people driven to Trudging Together. We're doing the right things. So, but it's okay for you to be you. I don't care, and I don't want to get into all the pointing of fingers of this person looks like that and that person. Who fucking cares? Is it really that intolerable? I don't like the way you look either. But I ain't bitching about it. That's what I say to people. Throw back their face. But that's a Bugs Bunny fighting fire with fire. Don't do that. That's not. I do not condone my own behavior. Right? I guess what I would want to say is just tell those people to fuck off. Or just don't say anything to them. Oh, you can't do that. Watch me. Because all the people that said I couldn't do this was wrong. I'm still doing it. Oh, well, and I know what they do now. Well, he's just not that popular, so no big deal. I'm not doing popularity. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I am successful. Period. What I intend to do every day works. My intention is to help at least one person a day. And I've already done that today. I've already taken care of that. I met with my sponsee. So anything beyond that is gold. It's just benefit after benefit after benefit. Like going to the meeting I just went to and hearing the third step prayers sung. I want to cry again right now. It was so beautiful. I can just see her face and it brings me back to those emotions. That's what I want. That's where I like to stay. That what she did was so much bigger than any of us. I heard God in, through, and out that. And for somebody who is a militant atheist, that's pretty fucking cool, man. Oh, that's so cool. And I go to that meeting because they're odd ducks like me. They're like me. Like me. Because I go to some of these in-person meetings and I don't always feel like I belong. I kind of feel out of place here and there, which is weird. That last time I went to a meeting, I was cut off. Oh, they don't like it when I preach. Woo! They don't like it when I preach. I'll tell you why. Because I'm disturbing their spirituality. Okay? I want to be the best example that I can. Well, guess what? That means I get to be inexplicably me. And I'm a weird motherfucker. I'm fine with that. I've been crazy all my life. I'm okay with it. Yes, I'm crazy. Crazy about recovery. You gotta say it. You know, I gotta quit putting lately. I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit here. Lately, I've been putting some expectations on the trudges, and I gotta stop that. I just realized it. So I gotta go back to the not worrying about any of it because it's blocking me. I'm blocking myself by doing that. So, and that'll make change. That'll create change here. That'll create change in other places. And then people will be like, oh, Dion caught that about himself. Am I doing that? Because see, when we tell on ourselves, we make other people think. You're not just helping. When you tell on yourself, you're not just helping you. What you're saying is it's okay to raise your hand and say, I'm going through this. I'm telling on myself, so I won't do it. There's nothing wrong with that. We call it accountability. So be accountable. If you go to a meeting, speak. If you're going to a meeting, just listen. Why bother? It's the just listening. You can't get this through osmosis. If you don't participate, you don't get any. So at least claim your seat. Turn on your damn camera. I understand. But turn on your damn camera, folks. It's time. It's time. You're welcome, Gary. You're welcome. And we know how it works, but I can take a compliment because I did help him. We're family, man. It's what we do. Right? There's no requirements. The only requirement that I need in order to help you is that you're a child of God. And even my kitty cat is a child of God. Yes, I feel that way. I feel my animals have souls. They have feelings. When I started crying, all my cats came in here, rubbing on my legs. Love you, Daddy. There's one of them now. All right. And then go ahead and wrap it up. And I think I'm going to go clean my room. I'm going to clean it. I'm even going to start hanging some stuff up. It's about time I moved into this place. So, yeah. Don't let anybody make the decision for who you are. If you want to know, ask God. He will tell you. Just remember, it might take a few years. All right. I love you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I know it's kind of a long one, so I do appreciate everybody hanging out and the ones that need to go and the rewatchers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being a part of also. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Peace out. I love you and have a day.